All right, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a big fight announcement out of Japan. Deep Jewels has announced that their 44th event is going to go down on March 24th at New Pier Hall in Tokyo. It's going to be headlined by an atomweight title match between the current champion Yoon Park. She's going to be taking on Deep Jewels strawweight champ and Verizon super atomweight champ Seika Izawa. Big fight here. Honestly, the best fight that could be made in the atomweight division. And we'll get to that in a little bit, but we've got a bunch of fights on this card, and some of them I'm really looking forward to. So let's get started on these. All right, first up is going to be a flyweight fight between Hitomi Taniyama and Haruka Boss Suzuki. Taniyama comes in at 1-2. Boss comes in at 0-2. Let's see. Taniyama's coming in off, or both ladies are coming in off of losses. Taniyama via decision, Boss via TKO. No age available for Taniyama. Boss comes in at 29 years old. Nice height advantage here for Boss at 5'5", 165 centimeters to 5'2", 157 centimeters for Taniyama. Early pick here is going to be Hitomi Taniyama. I think Haruka Suzuki got cursed with the nickname Boss because you think, oh, that's going to be like one of those awesome nicknames. And then here she is. She's 0-2 right now. Sometimes I think people just get cursed by nicknames. It just works out that way. Then we have a microweight bout. Kyoka Chibisai, or her real name is Minagawa, taking on Mahina. Now, I couldn't find any information on Mahina. Kyoka is 2-4. She's coming off a decision loss to, I can't think of her name right now. She's 26 years old. She stands 4 feet 9 inches, 145 centimeters tall. Kyoka's one of those microweights I've been keeping my eye on. She started off as just like a pure brawler, like not very skilled, but she's getting better as she goes. And her last bout against her name keeps escaping me, but she's like one of the Japanese legends who's still going in her 40s and did really well against her. I mean, she lost, but that was expected, but she performed very well. So unless Mahina is someone pretty good, I'm going to go with Kyoka Chibisai to win this one. Then we have a flyweight bout between Yuka Okutomi and Momoko Saito. Okutomi comes in at 3-0. Saito comes in at 0-2. Okutomi's coming in off of a decision win in her last bout. Saito got knocked out in her last fight. Looks like Saito's 1 year the elder, 26-25. She's also the taller fighter at 5'5", 165 centimeters to 5'3", 160 centimeters for Okutomi. I know I've seen these two fight. I just don't particularly remember any of the details. But you've got an undefeated fighter versus an 0-2 fighter. Unless Saito has made a lot of improvements in the gym, it's probably going to be an Okutomi fight. But it is nice to see Deep Jewels working on the flyweight division. I mean, it's very important. Then we move up to bantamweight. Marina Kumagai taking on Chiko Hosoya. Kumagai comes in at 4-5. Hosoya comes in at 2-2. Kumagai is coming off of a decision win in her last bout. Hosoya coming in off of a decision loss. They're the same age at 36. Kumagai is a tall lady, 5'9", 174 centimeters to 5'6", 168 centimeters for Chiko Hosoya. Early pick here, I'm going to pick Kumagai to win. She just started off her career not very good, and she's finally getting, putting things together in the cage, in the ring. Must be working really hard in the gym down there at TriStar. I think she'll win here and even out her record finally. Then we have a bout I have my eye on here at microweight. Momoko Yamazaki taking on Libby, whose full name is Unbi Cho. brought in a Korean fighter to take on Yamazaki. Let's see. Yamazaki comes in at 4-5. Libby comes in at 0-5. Momoko's coming in off of a TKO win, whereas, Libby's coming in off of a TKO loss in her last bout. Don't have an age available for Libby. Yamazaki is 31. Big height difference here. Libby comes in at 5'3", 159 centimeters to Yamazaki's 4 foot 11 inches, 149 centimeters. So I saw a post on Instagram from the gentleman who represents Deep Jewels in Korea, and he was saying something about they think this is going to be Libby's best weight. That she'll finally be fighting at her true weight, because she's been fighting either at atom weight or straw weight. I don't know if she'll make microweight at 5'3", though. Either way, I'm taking Momoko Yamazaki to win this one. And it's funny because Yamazaki, on her Twitter post, she made a Twitter post. It was hilarious. It says, "Big boobs are my enemy. Big boobs are my enemy." And then someone pointed out, like, "Oh, she's fighting this girl next." It was hilarious. So then we move back up, talking a minus 49 kilogram catch weight. That's like 108 pounds. Mizuki Furuse taking on Saki Kitamura. Furuse comes in at 11-11. Kitamura comes in at 1-2. Both are coming in off of losses. Saki via submission, Furuse via decision. No age available for Saki. Furuse is 22. Looks like Saki's the taller fighter at 5'3", 160 centimeters to 5'2", 157 centimeters for Furuse. I feel like this is a setup fight for Furuse, being that she's taking on someone who's 1-2. But she is, I just can't trust her to win above microweight. Like, I feel like her best weight class is when she was fighting at microweight. Now, since she's coming back from a pregnancy, I don't think she's fought at microweight at all. Let me see if I can look it up here. Mizuki. Because she had the kid around, I want to say, like 2020. 2022. 8, 9. Yeah, I think the kid came around 2020 or 2021. And she had one, two. Oh, okay, so she has fought at microweight since then. And yeah, mostly looks like about even, 2-2. So yeah, I think that's actually her best weight. So I don't know if she can get this done, or if Saki's gonna win this one and even out her record. Then we have another minus 49 kilogram contract bout. Yuko Kiryu taking on Kate Lotus Oyama. Yuko coming in at 13-10. Kate Lotus coming in at 4-6. Yuko's coming in off a decision win, whereas Kate's coming in off of a decision loss. Kate is the younger fighter, 25-36 for Yuko. She's also the taller fighter at 5'5", 164 centimeters to 5'2", 157 centimeters. This is going to be a really good gauge to see how far along Kate Lotus has come, because she started off as a flyweight with no martial arts background, and has built up 4-6 record. Started moving down in weight as well, all the way down to 49 kilograms. Yuko Kiryu's a very tough veteran now. My pick is going to be Yuko, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on how well Kate Lotus does against her. Then we have the co-main event, also at minus 49 kilograms. Jonghoon Park coming over from Korea, taking on Namiko Hime Kawabata. Park comes in at 9-7-1. Hime comes in at 4-3. Park's coming in off of a TKO win in her last bout. I believe that was against Moeri Suda last year. Hime's coming in off of a decision loss. I believe that was to Shiyu Park at the same event. No age available for Hime. Park is 27. Hime's 1 inch taller at 5'3", 160 centimeters to 5'2", 158 centimeters for Park. This is honestly a winnable fight for either fighter. Park tends to run hot and cold. She mostly does better when she properly prepares for fights, because I remember there was a time when she took like 3 or 4 fights within a span of like 6 months, and I think she lost 3 of the 4, which is why her record doesn't look so good. Hime started off at straw weight, moved her way down to what Ryzen calls super atom weight, minus 49 kilograms. This is a winnable fight for either one. Park is definitely the better fighter on the ground. Technically, I would say she's better on the feet, but Hime hits pretty darn hard. It'll be interesting to see. Then we have the main event. Yoon Park, the atomweight champion, taking on the challenger, Seika Izawa, who, as I mentioned earlier, is the Ryzen Super Atomweight champ and Deep Jewels strawweight champ. She's now challenging for the Ryzen Atomweight belt. Park comes in at 6-3. Izawa comes in at 12-0. Both coming in off of wins. Park via decision just a week or two ago. Izawa coming in off of a submission win back on New Year's Eve. Izawa is the elder fighter by a year, 26-25. Izawa slightly taller at 5'2", 157 centimeters to 5'1", 155 centimeters for Park. So I did a full video on this bout if you want to go check that out. Park has a lot to work on if she wants to beat Izawa. I mean, it's not that she can't do it. It's just, man, she's got to work on some things. I mentioned that her last 2 opponents should definitely help her prepare, and that Izawa has elements of both of those fighters, so that should help Park. But I mean, Izawa is just seemingly unstoppable right now, even though she is very much a one-dimensional fighter. It's just fighters have not been able to stop her yet. Should be a good one, and this is the best atomweight fight to be made right now around the world. Worldwide atomweight wise, this is the best fight that could possibly be made. Now, here's something else I wanted to include on this one. A week before this one, on 3/17, Deep has their Osaka Impact show, and they have their strawweight champ, the interim strawweight champ, Arisa Matsuda, taking on Madonna the Rocket in a non-title bout. And to me, this is pointless, because the Rocket fighters, except for Amp, none of them are any good. This just seems like a gimme fight for Arisa, which, from what I understand, she's from Osaka, so they're giving her a winnable fight in her hometown. I think this is her first time fighting there, or at least in a while. But this, to me, I'm not a fan of this, because you have the interim strawweight champion fighting in a non-title bout, while the strawweight champion, Seika Izawa, moves down to fight for a title, having never defended the strawweight championship. So I just wanted to point this out here. Anyway, those are my thoughts right now. Deep Jewels 44 goes down on March 24th at New Pier Hall in Tokyo. That's on a Sunday. Best way to watch it is to join the Deep YouTube channel as a member. Not just subscribe, but like as a member. I think it's like $13 a month. And if you only want to watch this event, you can join and then cancel afterwards. Let me know your thoughts on the the event in the comments down below. If you like the vid, please hit the thumbs up button while you're at it. Go and subscribe to WMMA Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.